bit different today. My chain is really needing a good old lube and clean up. So I know there's several videos out there of people showing you their ways, how they do it. It's quite simple, real basic. So I thought I'd just do a quick video to show you how I do mine. Like I say, I'm not endorsing that this is the correct way to do it. Everybody's different, but this is the way I do mine. This is the way I have been doing mine, and so far all's well. So yeah, so the things you need, the basic things you need, is some chain cleaner. Okay, there's loads and loads of different brands of chain cleaner. This is the one I choose because it's easily available. Halfords do it. It's about £7 a tin. Does a couple of cleans, 3 cleans during the summer, a couple of cleans this time of year because obviously it gets mucky. So yeah, so that's the first thing you need, some chain cleaner. Secondly, a chain cleaning brush. Now I was a bit sceptical when I bought this because I used to do it with a toothbrush, and yeah, once you've got one of these kiddies, makes the job so simple. So this one's actually made by Oxford. Once again, loads of different things available. This one comes from Halfords. It was about £7 I think, or £8. But to be honest with you, I think once you bought one, as long as you don't neglect it and keep it clean, it'll last you years. Then nice old bit of towel. This is very important to clean clean the cleaner off the chain before you put the lube on. So yeah, so make sure it's nice and clean. So I just use an old towel. Then cardboard. Cardboard is really handy. I've usually got a massive stock of cardboard. Unfortunately, it was bin day yesterday, and yeah, all the bins have been emptied, so I've got no cardboard. So just some good old newspaper, just really to protect your floor, because once you've got rid of all the crud off your chain, the last thing you want to be doing is walking in it, rolling your bike through it, getting it on your tyres. So much easier to clean up, puts up and down, ideally cardboard, if not ad-lib, rag, newspaper. Newspaper's all I've got for today anyway. So yeah, and then the last thing is some chain lube. Now this one is the Endurance chain lube, which says it's for long distance, all weather, on and off road riding. So basically it covers you for everything. I have been using the other muck-off one, which is the dry chain lube, which I found during the summer was really good because it doesn't stay sticky, so the dust and the grime doesn't stick to it. The only thing is, this time of year, it doesn't last. The dry chain lube, you go out a couple of times, 100, 200 miles, and yeah, you really need to redo it. So I bought this one, never used it before. It's OX and Z ring compatible, as most of the muck-off stuff. So yeah, I'm going to try it. At the end of the day, lube's lube. That's what I used to think, but it's obviously not. So yeah, so I'm going to try this. Yeah, and that's basically it. Oh yeah, and also just a nice good cup of tea. You can't do anything without a cup of tea. So yeah, so I've already got the bike on the stand out the back. So yeah, I'm gonna set up the camera and then show you how to do it. So stick around, stay tuned, grab yourself a cup of tea, and we'll see you in a bit. Okay, so for those of you that know me well enough, you know that my bike is never this dirty. I always try and do the chain before I wash the bike. I normally do the chain, take it out for a ride, and then wash it afterwards. Because as much as you try, it will go everywhere. You can just try to make it not go as far as what it would anyway. So yeah, so you can see I've got my newspaper down. Normally I have a piece of card that I have between there and the between the chain and the wheel to stop any excess spray going on the tyre, because obviously you don't want oil, lubricant, cleaner on your tyre. I've already checked for the adjustment. I always check the adjustment first between 35 and 40 mil is what I always head for at the tightest part of the chain. Check it before you clean it. Yeah, so there you go. So first job is get some of the old chain cleaner on. Then I'll pop around the other side. Yep, so once it's on, basically then get the chain tool. I normally go underneath first in there, and then I'm trying to do this so I don't block your view. Yeah, like that. Give it a good old scrub. I can't really see. It's hard trying to do it so you guys can see what I'm doing. So yeah, so just go around a couple of times. Really just agitates the cleaner. There you go. That's round once, which is lovely. Superb. Oh, I was just going to say my chain tool's broken, but it's not. This little bit does come off for ease of like doing the edge. So yeah, so I'll give this one another little wipe round. You can actually see it's actually getting darker because all the crud and the old lube is all coming out. Right. Now what I do is when I finished, I'll actually spray that with chain cleaner and just finish off cleaning that bit. Right, let's get another bit of paper. Right. So with another clean piece of paper, I'll then spray the chain again with some more chain cleaner. Like so. Smells lovely, that stuff. And then just let that have a little bit of a soak, and then that's when the towel comes in. So I normally do it all from the bottom. But then as you spin the wheel back, be really careful not to get your fingers caught up between the chain and the rear sprocket, because if you do, you know it. Let's get rid of that bit of paper now. So, you can already see how much cleaner that was. And to be honest with you, I clean my chain. Blimey. I was going to say too often, but you can never clean it too often. But every time I do it, I just think, how could I let it get so dirty? And yeah, it wasn't even really that dirty compared to some, I may say. So yeah, so basically is it. I just wait for that to all evaporate. Then what I normally do is I have a little clear up, like I say, the actual brush. I have to give it one of them. Look after your tools, and they will look after you. And, yeah. So I'll have a little bit of a tidy up, and then we'll lube her up. And then, yeah, then we'll lube her up. And then, 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 then we'll lube her up. And Okay, so the chain's all nice and clean. The cleaner is now evaporated. I'm going to get some of this stuff on there. These do come with a handy, if I can get it off, with a handy nozzle, which to be honest with you I always use this one because you can direct the spray a little bit more. So yeah, so let's get some of this on there. Like I say, same again, protected the tyre down here with the paper, just so you don't get any on your wheel. Okay, so once again I'll find my link, which is there, and then give it a good old squirt. That's all the way around on the outside. That's all the way around on the inside, or the outside, inside, and then I'll just do the O-rings from the back here. Then that is that. To be honest, this chain lube is totally different to the dry one I've been using. Yeah, I'm not too sure at the minute, but I'll be able to report back and tell you how it goes. Then it's just a question of packing up. I always leave it for a little while before I take it for a ride, just let it all settle down. But yeah, it's good. Right, you take it easy, tubers, ride safe, and we'll catch you soon. Okay then, so I've literally just come back from a ride out, and I think I really need to show you my chain, because to be honest with you, I'm quite surprised at what's happened. So stick around, stay tuned, and I'm going to show you what's happened.